Alrighty, collectors, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Bulbasaur from the Pikachu and Kanto partner Pokemon sets. Again, it includes all four of them, but for just this specific video, we're going to go over this one. Again, this is from the Mega Blocks / Mega Constructs, just Mega. I'm not even sure what it's called, but overall, this is just Bulbasaur. Really cool Pokemon. Obviously, if you're into Pokemon, this is from the original 151, one of the most popular grass Pokemon / starters out there. And just in general, just a really cool one. But before we get started, just a little preview. We're going to talk about the articulation, the accessories, the price point, the release date, other sets in this, I guess, brand, and just stuff like that. But overall, really nice colors from Bulbasaur here. As you guys can see, it's got the little teal and then the nice grass, I guess, color right here, green. I feel like it's accurate, right? The colors are pretty cool too. And then there's this little grass background set for him as well. But just an overall really cool. I'm really digging this, I guess, this entire set. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. Moving on to accessories, as you guys can see, there's not typically too much, and like I mentioned in the other reviews as well, when it comes to building bricks, there's not much accessories. Pretty much building the entire, the bricks is the whole point of it. But luckily for us, in this entire set, we do have backgrounds, like I mentioned earlier. You could pose them however you want, but if you want to just follow the booklet, it'll show you how to make it. But you can obviously tweak it around, just kind of do it your own way. But that's about it. Nothing actually comes in his petal roses over here, unfortunately. And then he doesn't come with any vine whips or anything. That actually would have been really cool if he kind of came with some. But obviously, you know, it's a small set. It's not anything crazy. But yeah, that's it for his accessories. Moving on to the articulation, as you can see, all of these parts are removable in a sense, right? They're all being held up by a ball joint. All you got to do is just click in and snap it in. Obviously, I only just took out one leg because what's the point of showing you all four? And then the biggest piece here is obviously his petal rose in the back, but just simple, just like that's how it clicks. And then his head and this little ball joint. And let's show his head. His head can pretty much almost go 360. It just kind of goes up. It like falls apart in the 180 section. But overall, really cool and good distance that you can get out of him. And then his mouth does end up opening as well. So there's that. His legs as well can do a full 360 maybe. Yeah. Okay, there you go. I wasn't too sure if this dude can do a full 360, but there you go. His front ones, you can't really do too much just because, again, because of the face. But if you remove the face, I think he can. There you go. And then you can kind of put them in sideways like this. Something like that. And then obviously he comes with no tail. And then his petal cannot move per se, but you can expand it out if that makes sense, right? So like this. Just be careful. This is as much as you can move it, right? Because the head is in the way. But then apart from that, that's pretty much about it for the articulation. Good still, again, a lot of good motions. Even though these are just Mega Blocks, they're not really supposed to be moved too much. But they do got a good amount of articulation points. And then obviously the background doesn't really have anything. So you could potentially move these little palm trees, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the articulation. Moving on to the building process for Bulbasaur. Again, like I mentioned in the other reviews, Bulbasaur was pretty easy to build. If anything, I believe he was probably the easiest one to build, just because he's pretty simple to build, and actually the fastest one as well. I know I said all of them took me probably about an hour because the entire set took me 4 hours in general, but his was by far the easiest. I want to say maybe 50 minutes. Again, the packages and the booklets don't tell you exactly how many pieces there are per Pokemon. It just says overall in general, which in general for the entire set, there are 818 pieces to build. again, the backgrounds were really simple to build. I literally have no issues with them. And the cool thing about these, as you can see, you can really manipulate it and go and move them like to wherever you want to. You don't really have to follow the booklet itself. But really cool overall in general. I definitely recommend this if you're into the original Pokemon starters, because it comes with all 4 of them. And to be quite honest with you, this is the biggest Bulbasaur that I have currently that I've built, because from another set that I built, it's just a little small, little itty bitty Bulbasaur, but this one's definitely a good size in my opinion. So yeah. Going on to the next segment, this one is going to be about the price and the release date. So just like on my other reviews, this entire set did come out in 2023. Unfortunately, you can't really find it in stores. You can find it on Amazon and eBay, so like a third party. When I did buy this, I initially bought it for somewhere from $35 to $40. But for it being almost 2 years now, you can find it, but anywhere from $60 all the way to $90 is what I kind of looked at right before I was doing this review. So it's kind of doubled in price, right? I'm pretty sure that's how much I bought it, because I bought it off of Amazon as well, and it was around that area. But the fact that you can still technically buy it, even though it's almost 2 years later, it's still not actually half bad. Especially if you're all just into 151. Definitely recommend buying it, but just try to buy it anywhere under hopefully $60 if you can, even if it's used. But as long as all the parts are in there, definitely go for it. But that's all the info I got for his price point and his release date. This next segment is the one where I like to show you kind of like what else is in the I guess in this line. But it's a little bit tricky because Mega and Mega Blocks, like there's so many stuff out there, right? So I'm just gonna really be sticking to the just this Pikachu and partner Pokemon set, right? I guess the Kanto one, because like this is something that you probably want to be interested in. And again, it's a really cool set. I definitely do recommend it. It's a little bit harder to find nowadays, but if you can get it, definitely get it at that price point that I told you. But just a really cool one just in general. And then if we're talking specifically about Bulbasaur and he's like your main favorite, I guess, starter from this set, he does come in another little set that's the Bulbasaur Evolution set. Again, I have my speed build in my channel if you want to go check that one out. But essentially it's just a small little Bulbasaur, a little bigger Ivysaur, and then the big kahuna is Venusaur, who is really freaking amazing, but just be careful with his teeth. It is a pain in the butt to build. So there is that option, but also if you want to have a bigger version of Bulbasaur, he does actually come in a jumbo size, which is somewhere about 900 pieces. So it's probably like 5 times the size of this, just in case if you are wondering. I will eventually have that speed build and that review in my channel. It's not up just yet because I still haven't built it. I wanted to build this one first, but keep on checking out in my channel. But just kind of want to let you know that there are other Bulbasaur sets if you are interested in those. But overall, this is it for these, I guess, for this line that you want to follow, right? Alrighty, so that's going to conclude our review for Bulbasaur from this set, right? Like I said, if you really want Bulbasaur, a bigger version, get the jumbo one. It's available in a lot of places. But if you want to get this one, then obviously don't overpay for it. It's a really cool one just to have them all posing together with the little background, I guess, set, just in general. But I do also do other Mega Blocks Pokemon stuff, whether it's the jumbo sets, whether it's Pokeballs. I also have like a Pokemon Center, and then I got these motion, I guess, Pokemon that, you know, they technically have like a little lever, and when you press it, they end up, I guess, doing like a motion as if they're running / flying. So I do that. I also do model kits, whether it's from Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Dragon Ball, and then I'm barely getting into SH Figuarts, so gonna try to do those reviews as well. But just in general, what I want you to take from this this channel is I do a lot of anime stuff. So if you're into anime and you are just trying to see some cool figurines or just stuff that you don't even know in general, I definitely recommend subscribing to this channel. Again, it's free, and then just kind of check out to see what it is that I'm either doing a speed build of or maybe doing a review. And then also check out my shorts, as that's where I'll do a little bit more shorter content just about some certain animes and stuff like that. But if you enjoyed this video, I really do appreciate you guys hit the like button and subscribe. Check out my channel like I said. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, happy collecting, collectors.